can hear me better if I have a microphone. Hello! Block party in your campground this weekend. Oh dear. Fireworks going off in my neighborhood. It sounds like there's a Civil War battle happening outside. Dusty's off put enough by the noise that she's just hiding under the bed. Will do, Stephen, will do. Hope everyone is doing fantastically well, that you're having an excellent... Is this Friday? I think it's Friday. Hope everyone is having an excellent Friday. Stephen, if you have to rant about anything at all that's going on, feel free. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone's having an excellent, almost 4th of July. Hope you're not running around shooting each other with Roman candles. Every 4th of July get-together I've ever been to, where there's fireworks, someone brings fireworks, there's always some frat bro dude in a sleeveless shirt with armpit hair hanging out halfway down to his elbows. Let's shoot each other with Roman candles. No, let's not do that. Fourth of July Eve. Yes. Leave out. If you leave out milk and cookies for Santa on Christmas Eve, do you leave out like Diet Coke and a gun for Bruce Willis? Expected to be released tomorrow. They just wanted to make sure everything is 100%. Oh boy. Well, let us know how things turn out there. Let us know if all's well, unwell, or hopefully not unwell. Keep us up to speed on that situation, Stephen. Hope everything turns out fantastically well. Doing a parade and you have to participate. Oh. How do you feel about that? Not great, apparently. If I have to guesstimate by your emoji. Good to see everyone tonight. Hope everyone is staying safe and staying hydrated in this record-breaking heat, too. Been knocking on 100 degrees in a lot of places. And again, in Europe, we're being blamed for the heat wave they're having over there because we run the AC over here. Meanwhile, the common people over there are having their AC taken away while their government officials are still allowed to have AC and live and work in comfort. Happy 4th of July. Family owned and operated a small campground. Ooh, lovely. Been a minute since I've been camping. Being in Northwest Florida, your only options are kind of the spring and fall, where it's not overpoweringly hot and humid. And you're also not instantly covered in about 1 billion bugs as soon as you step outside. Wish the air conditioning worked. Your AC unit hasn't worked in months. In Florida, we're more scared of that than we are of a hurricane. Jeez. To me, that sounds terrifying. Wow. AC works. It's like living in hell here. Oh. Same here. Again, Florida talking here. It's not only hot, it's extremely humid. Mosquitoes are right outside the door having their little dance parties waiting for you to come out. My blood type is caffeine. If a mosquito drinks my blood, they are going to be charged. They are going to be good to go for the rest of the day. They'll be able to fly at supersonic speed. Don't have the money to fix it. I am sorry to hear that. At least did you say you're in Oregon? I think you said before you're in Oregon. 102 again today. Well, everybody who lives in a cooler climate, Count your blessings. Wow. Happy 4th of July pre-game to you as well. Happy almost 4th of July. Happy America is almost 250, but not quite. Absurd even for July in eastern Pennsylvania, yeah. Record-breaking summer heat, they say. Too hot, yeah. I've been saying, half joking, half serious for years that I need to move someplace colder. Then I'd complain about it being too cold in the winter. Car is also only fully unable to turn over. Nobody to fix that or anything, but Oregon isn't quite breaking 100 till next week. Wow. I have a hard time imagining Oregon breaking 100 ever, but I stand corrected. Just had to put a new battery in my car a week or two ago. I was stuck at home with a dead battery. Aubrey came to my rescue and drove me over to AutoZone. And in return, I bought her dinner at a local seafood place. It was lovely and ended up being a very nice evening. I need my car battery to go bad more often. Joking, 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 universe. Joking. Not serious. Hello, Animus. Earth 99% of the time is like choosing between living on Hoth or Tatooine. I need to stop laughing like that. It scares the kids. Just got the awning off the trailer. Is it repairable or not really? Or Dagobah if you're from Louisiana. Or Florida. Thanks to your brother-in-law's help. Hoth every time if given a choice. I'm starting to agree, having lived in Florida all my life. I've never done well in the heat here. All the BMWs and Audis and Volkswagens are melting into pools of plastic. Some of the Subarus, too. Doing a lot better than she was yesterday when she went to the hospital. Wonderful! Doing all that with water slides, blow-up obstacle courses, and illegal fireworks this year. Always gets at least one slide and obstacle course as well as illegal fireworks. The bar has been pretty good. This year is special. Yep, 250. Hello, Sinister! Thank you, everyone who's tuned in so far. I thought we'd do... Everything's working fine tonight. Just the last time we did a just chatting stream, it was really fun, so thought we'd do another one tonight. I don't know if I'll turn it into a weekly thing. Maybe every couple of weeks we'll do a just chatting stream. I don't know. About choosing Hoth. Finished Fire and Ash. Liked it way more than Way of Water. Still haven't seen that one. Block Party this year. 250. Where's the knife I'm going to be carrying tomorrow? I'm that guy that always has a flashlight and always has a pocket knife. Where's that knife I was going to carry tomorrow? America. Here's a Kershaw I'll be carrying tomorrow for the 4th of July. American made. And when you first get this particular model, it comes with a clip that carries a little bit more shallow than I would care for. So I have an aftermarket deep carry clip. I make it a point to carry this knife on the 4th of July. It's spring assisted. Freaks out the sheeple. People who think every fast opening, fast deploying blade is a switchblade. That's illegal. No, that's not. In most U.S. states, so-called switchblades are perfectly legal to own now. Can't say that around the sheeple, though. Thank you. Sinister, you're still grounded. Want your phone so badly? Come and get it. Got a haircut, feels good to get the weight off. I know that feeling. Last time I let my hair get way too overgrown, I went and got a haircut and was blown away by how aerodynamic I felt. Like walking back out of the place to go to my car to drive home. It was confusing not having my head pulled over by like the wind. Just I felt aerodynamic and it was confusing. It was lovely, but it was confusing. Oh boy, here we go. Go to your room. He dares you to try and take it from him. You accept the challenge. Well, what are everyone's 4th of July plans? We're probably going to go to an outdoor concert downtown tomorrow. Like a band, like an orchestra that plays like classic patriotic music and sit in the sweltering heat. And or we might not be going to a picnic before that. Grow your hair out like the Undertaker used to. Ah, thick hair. With a handlebar stash. I've tried to let my face fuzz grow out longer, but it's annoying when you're like trying to take a bite of a sandwich and you're also trying to bite off part of your own mustache, apparently, and your lip gets pulled down into your mouth. And you can't put a lock on his window and door. I feel like I missed something here. Oh, sinister. Have a sip of something caffeinated. Discovered another beverage I like today. The other night, we were talking about Rockstar Punched and how good it is. I don't remember who brought it up. Rockstar Punched and how good it is. It tastes like Hawaiian Punch, but it has an awful lot of sugar in it. Well, again, not a paid sponsor. This is a can of Form Energy. This one's called Paradise Punch. Paradise Punch. This, to me, tastes just like that Rockstar Punch, but without all the sugar. Don't have the money for your own fireworks? Probably going to go see a public fireworks show. Same. Too lazy and on too much of a budget to go get my own fireworks, so I'm happy to sit back and watch the professionals do it on a much larger, more impressive scale. Supposed to have fireworks on the lake tomorrow. Ooh, where they'll like reflect off of the water. That's always nice. Well, whoever it was who brought Rockstar Punched Energy up and stream last night. Trying to remember who that was. Whoever you are, and if you're here tonight, check out that Paradise Punch. If you were looking for an alternative that tastes basically the same but isn't sugary, try to record the grand finale if you don't forget. Starving to death. Ooh. Logan was starving to death. Oh, yes. Doing the howling thing. I saw a video called like Every Darn Day or Every Dang Day right here on YouTube where there was like 20 cats outside this person's door, and as soon as they opened the door, all the cats started meowing together all in unison till the person like tossed a bunch of cat food out to them on the porch. It was adorable. They're going big for the fireworks show where you guys are tomorrow. Oh, to my town, we drive down to the bay downtown. Just being mischievous. Oh, I figured. My town, we drive down to the bay if we go. So this record-breaking heat's got us second-guessing everything. Like, do we want to go out and watch the BMWs melt, or do we want to stay home again in the blessed air conditioning? Again, every get-together I've ever been to, at like a picnic or something where somebody brings their own fireworks, there's always somebody who wants to shoot Roman candles at other people. There's always that one frat bro, and if you're lucky, there's another frat bro, so they'll just shoot Roman candles at each other. I don't understand why they think that's fun. Streaming tomorrow evening around 5. Yes, everybody consider subscribing to Valen. Sometimes Valen also streams modded Skyrim, and the way Valen has it modded, it looks way nicer than mine. Tomorrow's going to be chaotic. There's a World Cup game in the midst of all the 4th of July celebrations. Oh dear. Boy, if USA's play... I haven't followed the World Cup at all. I don't know who's playing when or where. And if USA's playing tomorrow, it's going to be a madhouse. I can tell already. I already don't follow American football. 110. Oh, gosh. Don't have AC. May as well go watch cars balloon and Tesla truck adhesives melt so the bumpers fall off. Yeah, if the batteries don't explode first and set the whole thing on fire. Stop by the stream, Valen. Don't think you're doing much. Yes, everyone consider checking out Valen's Skyrim stream. All Beamers are going to be okay doing so. No, the BMWs, the Audis, and the Volkswagens are going to melt. They're going to melt into pools of plastic. Going to be nothing left but the expensive rims that they come with. Rained yesterday here. Well, it needs to here. We could do with a good torrential downpour. We need a nice, powerful summer thunderstorm to cool us off. Saw a guy shooting a Roman candle at his friend who tried blocking it with a Captain America shield. The first shot immediately got him in the leg. I've seen people get hit in the eye with those things, get hit in the face with those things. I don't understand why people, even stupid people who don't know any better, you'd think even they would know. Hey, maybe shooting this flaming, exploding ball of fire. A flaming ball of fire. Who'd have thought? Maybe shooting this at another person is not a good idea. But we're going to do it anyway. You know who I'm talking about. Again, those guys with sleeveless shirts. Got long hair hanging out from under their ball cap. They always reek of Axe body spray for some reason. Probably because they never shower. I don't know. France is playing here tomorrow, which is close to the U.S. playing on July 4th because of their role in the American Revolution. Okay. Fair enough. All the Americans tomorrow will probably be rooting for France. Have a few campers who have those dinky Tesla trucks. Let you know if they start falling apart. Don't care about sports. Same. I don't follow football or baseball at all. Judge us how you will for this, but we used to be big NASCAR watchers and followers in this house, and the past few years we haven't even been following NASCAR as closely as we used to. They level the playing field too much. It's not stock car racing anymore. These are proprietary, purpose-built race cars. NASCAR, it's an acronym for National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing. They can take out the SC in the middle. They're not stock cars anymore. Just leave the N, the A, the other A, and the R. It's not NASCAR anymore. It's just NAR. Do you race in NAR? Yeah. I drive a car in NAR. Combat sports guy. Like hockey, that's it. Yeah, at least hockey's still exciting, unlike every other sport. Where's the thumbnail picture from? Did I take it before streaming tonight? That was a picture I took of that BD jet lighter years ago, everyone. Thought the BD jet lighter was so cool on the last chatting stream. I made sure it was topped off with fuel. I'm keeping it handy in case anybody who didn't see it on the last chatting stream asked to see it. Got it right here. The AC's blowing right now. When the AC kicks off, maybe we'll try to light this and project a jet of flame again. Very cool lighter. Again, for anyone who missed the last stream or the short I posted of it, this lighter was produced from the 1940s until the early 60s. So, this thing's probably pushing 60 years old. It would have to be. Could be as old as close to 70 years old. It's in pretty good shape. Most of the chrome most of the chrome finish is still on it. It's got some scratches and scuffs from the decades, but scored this on eBay. Jousting is cool. Entertaining to watch dudes punch each other. Basketball is exciting until you get to the last 5 minutes. You like hockey, that's it. I still think of Stompin' Tom Connors and the good old hockey game song. It's the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Rest in peace, Stompin' Tom. You are sorely missed by all Canadians. And that's coming from me in Florida. I'm all the way down in Florida, and I've heard of you and know who you are. Wrestling, martial arts are the sports you don't watch. Got to see some jousting at the Ren Fair last year. That's cool. The last Renaissance fair Aubrey and I went to was a little bit of everything. It wasn't just Renaissance medieval stuff. It was like cowboy and Old West stuff. Guys firing really loud blank guns and making everybody jump. You're just trying to browse the trinkets and browse the food and browse all the medieval things. And then there's a gunshot and everyone jumps. Just don't like sports. For the most part, me neither. Retro CBC hockey intro. Stompin' Tom Connors, the good old hockey game song. Or just the hockey song, according to Tom Connors. Okay, the AC just shut off. Let's try the jet lighter again. For anybody who missed it last time. See if I can do this without setting myself on fire. Come on. Well, that wasn't the best I've ever done it. We'll try that again in a little bit. You gotta wait for the fuel to build up in the nozzle that projects the flame across the wick. Being a bigger guy, people at your school begged you to join the football team. Oh, people always assumed I was good at basketball. I'm 6.5 feet tall, cursed with an overabundance of height. Little old ladies ask me to help them get stuff off the top shelf at the store sometimes. And then people always ask, did you play basketball? I said, no, I've got the height, but I also am skinny as a rail. I weigh negative 17 pounds. You could pick me up and throw me like a javelin. If somebody threw a basketball at me, it would probably break a bone. I would probably turn to dust if I got hit with a basketball. Tom Connors song, Going to a Ren Fair at the end of July. Woo! On your way back from seeing Jeff Dunham. Hope Brian Regan comes back to my town soon. Kind of guy you're describing is in a song, you know. On stream, look up Mr. Mr. D-Bag by your favorite Martian. Yeah. They reek of Axe body spray. They want to shoot each other with Roman candles. A lot of them drive BMWs for some reason. They drive BMWs and Audis. Or they drive Jeeps with obnoxiously bright LED headlights that they keep on high all the time. Always got their high beams on. If they're coming at you the other direction, they're blinding you. If they're flying up behind you, they're blinding you. Those guys. Okay, has it been long enough for the fuel to build back up in this other wick here? Come on now. I don't splatter lighter fluid all over myself. I'm about to light myself on fire. That'll be fun to watch on stream, won't it? If I do light myself on fire, you're all allowed to point and laugh a little bit. One person call 911 while everybody else points and laughs, okay? Okay. Aha. There we go. Woo. There's the jet lighter doing the jet lighter thing. You own a pink Jeep? Long as you're not driving around with LED high beams on, melting everybody's faces off. Crumple under the peer pressure a little bit when you were 13, but you could... Before you can make it to summer vacation school... Blah, blah, blah. Summer vacation football practice, you broke your tibia while hiking. Oh, gosh. Brag about it for months and months. You owned a white Jeep again. I got no problem against people driving Jeeps. I have a problem against the people I'm describing who reek of Axe body spray and want to shoot each other with Roman candles, driving around in Jeeps with obnoxiously bright LED headlights. We need to criminalize obnoxiously bright bluish-white LED headlights that melt your face, give you a seizure. Drove your dad's red pickup truck when you were 9? That doesn't sound illegal. Context, sinister, context. YouTube is definitely glitched. Occasionally it will literally just crash whatever you're watching. Wow. Got hit with the error has occurred during playback error. Yeah, I got that the other night. What was I trying to watch? It was a long format video. I was trying to skip to a certain point in it, and YouTube just gave up and shrugged. Whoop, an error occurred. Oopsie-doo. Like, oh no, our site can't do what it's supposed to do. Gee whiz, I'm looking at the color-changing LED lights behind me and that pulse width modulation, that PWM, as they transfer from one color to the next mix flicker like crazy. Maybe I should just set those to regular solid colors when I'm streaming. The flickering's a bit unsightly. It's invisible to the human eye, but because of the frame rate of the camera can pick it up. Brother L's such a D-bag. You can tell when he's about to walk into a room from the wafting scent of summer's eve. Which he probably tries to cover up with a ton of Axe body spray rather than take a shower. Staying in the Tacoma overnight and head straight there in the morning. Wow. Sitting in the back seat and asked, what's it like to drive? He immediately pulled over to the side of the road and was like, see for yourself. Wow. For some reason, my mind went right to like 9-year-old you stealing your dad's truck. The image I had in my head was really funny. Had to move the seat all the way forward and you're looking over the dashboard like this. Okay. Let's give the jet lighter another go. Wow. Okay, there we go. There is a jet lighter. Boom. Posted Inigo in his new outfit for your playthrough. Ooh, I'll look for that real quick. Oh, okay. Kind of a Robin Hood vibe to the outfit. Looking heroic indeed. He looks like he lives happily in Sherwood Forest. Isn't like 10. 9-year-old you would have given up once he realized the door was locked. So you wouldn't be stealing anything. Like my neck needs to crack. Just a little bit. Is that Link's outfit? I guess that's kind of a Link vibe. Reminded me of Robin Hood. Funny I should say that. Oh, funny you say that. Funny who says what? Funny I say that? Who said that? Yes. Yes! Okay. I saw it and got kind of a Robin Hood vibe. Inigo is a master archer, so... We've talked about being able to, like, draw an Inigo into real life before and talking about what movies we would show him. Obviously, we would show him The Princess Bride and all the Star Wars films. And, maybe Dragonheart. If you're in the right mood, show him Dragonheart. He would for sure have to see all the movies of the different iterations of Robin Hood from over the decades. My favorite was the really funny one. Was always a really funny one from like the 1930s or 40s. If I'm remembering right. Inigo also has the Master Sword equipped. Ah. I'm always so happy to give him Dawnbreaker. Show him cats. Maybe don't show him cats. I'd be scared it would freak him out. He'd want to go right back to the world of Elder Scrolls. No, this place is crazy. Send me back. Stealthily put flea medicine on Inigo's neck. Aw. But he swears up and down his fleas are quite funny once you get to know them. Did I just add the T in my justification so people wouldn't make a what? No, the T's always been there. Unlike some Robin Hoods, you can speak with an English accent. Did I ever explain the origin of my username? If anybody wants to hear that snooze fest of a story, I can certainly repeat it. I'd want to introduce Inigo to popcorn and pizza and all the different fast food chains. I think he likes his fleas. Yeah. Again, he insists his fleas are quite funny once you get to know them, and that according to them, he apparently tastes good. Ew. I think there's some hard-to-hear dialogue where he says he lost his fleas and he regrets losing them. I have yet to hear that dialogue. That sounds sad. Because he sounds like he's attached to his fleas. Caffeine. Oh yeah. Whoever it was that brought up Rockstar Punch the other night, check out the Form Energy Paradise Punch. Not a paid endorsement. I just tried this at random today, and it's actually really good. Nah, kill the fleas. Fleas are evil. They bite your friend, crap in his... spread diseases, and drain his blood. Can't keep him from overpopulating. He will become anemic. Can I explain the origin of species? I can't explain the origin of pizza. Or Cheez-Its. Also, hello, Horston. Think you have to make him go swimming or something. Colin Burton did a tutorial on how to get rid of his fleas. Aww. After he spoke so highly of his fleas. I remember if you go inside a Nordic ruin and one of his any thoughts dialogue options will sometimes be, if my fleas die here, will I have a bunch of zombie parasites living on me? Oh no. Very funny. Gary, smart blue cat, I don't know if you'll ever see this stream, but you thought of everything and you're a genius. Talking about Rockstar Energy, have to look into that brand. Somebody specifically was talking about the punched one, the fruit punch flavored Rockstar. Was that you? Was that you, Horston? That Rockstar Punched is very, very good, but has an awful lot of sugar. Have to make him fight wild animals to get his fleas back, if you remember correctly. Well, Horston, in case that was you talking about it, I'll hold that up where you can see one more time. Form Energy with a PH. Paradise Punch. Not a paid sponsor. I've mentioned them a couple of times on stream before. Maybe they owe me sponsorship money. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm just giving them free advertising. Anybody trying to watch the sugar, these are really good sugar-free drinks. They come with an awful lot of caffeine in them, though, so sip on it slowly. Don't chug it all in 5 minutes. You'll get the jitters. You'll be able to see through time, and looking ahead to the future is terrifying. Talking about the punch because it hurts your digestive system since it has about 61 grams of sugar. The fleas are lost, but they eventually come back. Yeah, I remember the Rockstar Punched also disagreeing with my stomach on a couple of occasions. Usually it didn't bother me. Then there were other mornings where I had one like on the way to work, and it felt like it was going to make me sick. How much caffeine? I believe this has 200 milligrams instead of the 240. 240 the Rockstar has. Let me see here. Caffeine from green tea, 200 milligrams. Okay. Neurofactor whole coffee, 100 milligrams. I don't know if they're saying there's 300 milligrams total caffeine. Surely that's not what they're saying. For sure, there's at least 200 milligrams of caffeine in this. Wonder if I can get the camera to focus on that for you to see. Hope that's showing up okay. Mostly drink Bang if you want something sugar-free, that or just coffee. Yeah, I used to have the occasional can of Bang. So did Aubrey. For both of us, those seemed like they were disagreeing with our stomachs for whatever reason. I don't know if it was just the sheer amount of caffeine. Bangs and Reigns are some of the most loaded energy drinks you can get. Those have like 300 milligrams of caffeine in them, which is insane. Again, don't go chugging that whole thing in 5 minutes. Sip on it slowly, make it last a while. Used to like A-Shock because it had 300 milligrams of caffeine, yeah. Coffee or guarana powder and mix it with nature's juices. Don't drink that skooma skunk. I'm going to continue to drink the skooma skunk. I'm too lazy to make stuff myself. Assume the brain has a total of 300 milligrams of caffeine because of the two different caffeine sources. Okay. Well, again, sip on it slowly, make it last. Don't chug it in 5 minutes. Don't get the jitters. Don't make your heart explode. That's not good. They should do a bottom line of like total caffeine from all sources so it doesn't confuse the simpletons like me. But heaven forbid we do things in a way that's not confusing. Well, we were talking about cryptids on last night's Skyrim stream. And that also got me to thinking about creepy urban legends. So if anybody has anything of that nature you want to talk about on stream, feel free. I'm also enjoying the talk about caffeine. Hello, Mystery. Good to see you. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in tonight. Cryptids, creepy urban legends, ghosts. I enjoy talking about all that stuff. Remember your mom drinking a blender from Scooters with 4 shots of espresso? She said she felt like her heart was going to explode. Yeah. Even 2 shots of espresso is a lot. Once had 5 liters of skooma, and you apparently built an exact copy of Stonehenge out in the desert of Arizona. I remember you talking about that. I remember sipping on a little too much caffeine at my job, and I was hyped, I was wired, I was awake and ready to go. And that also happened to be around the same time I accidentally discovered the song Blood of a Lion by Beast in Black. Now my all-time favorite motivational song. Like, everybody's ready to collapse into chairs in the break room and stuff, and I was ready to go back out onto the shop floor. Yes! Let's go! And people are, what's the matter with you? You're scaring us a little bit. Stonehenge, where the demons dwell, where the banshees live, and they do live well. Stonehenge, where a man is a man. Oh. Comment retracted. I was enjoying reading that. Where a man is a man, and the children dance to the pipes of Pan. I feel like I was supposed to read that to like the tune of Home on the Range. Shall we try the jet lighter one more time while the AC's not on? Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Wow. Wow. Tipped it a little bit too far. Hope the microphone's picking up the noise it's making. Not even an urban legend. You're pretty sure your family may once saw what deemed to be an angel. It was a blue ball of light in cloud form, no wings. It was beautiful. Followed your family home and hovered around our house. Wow. Well, when you saw it, just broke down on your knees in fear, not understanding what you just saw. Kind of say you saw something angelic. It's a government drone. On this stream, did I ever tell the story from my hometown of the Whitmire ghoul? If I haven't told the story of the Whitmire ghoul, or you just weren't here to hear said story, let me know. And I will recount the story to the best that I'm able to remember of the Whitmire ghoul. Song by a world-famous metal band, Spinal Tap. Must have been the most advanced piece of tech ever to have existed, the way it looked around and moved. Tell it? Okay. I will recount as best as I can the story of the Whitmire ghoul. Okay, so in my old hometown of Pensacola, there was a cemetery, a family cemetery. I don't remember where exactly it was located. I don't remember if it was the Whitmire family's plot of land or if the whole cemetery was a family cemetery. I don't remember if they had a plot in the cemetery or the whole thing belonged to them. Drones do fly unnaturally, yes. And it was in the newspapers, and it might have even Might have even gotten some TV coverage. This happened, I believe, back in the 1960s, but I could be mistaken. In the dead of night, in the pitch dark, in this isolated, dark, spooky cemetery, or at least this family plot that was part of a cemetery, someone started digging up dead bodies in the middle of the night and doing those things that you don't do with dead bodies. Yeah. The police, at one point, I believe, were staking up the cemetery. Never saw anybody there. A member of the Whitmire family was obviously and understandably enraged by the goings-on, and went as far as hiding in the cemetery at night with a shotgun and staking out the cemetery, waiting to blow away whoever was doing it. And as far as I know, they never caught the person. It happened on several occasions. Whoever this person was dug up and did this to several bodies in the cemetery. Did you try launching a javelin missile at it? Go to the movies. But yeah, that's the creepiest urban legend from my hometown that at least I know of. The so-called Whitmire ghoul. As far as I know, they never caught the person. Whoever it was who was digging up those bodies and doing what they did never got caught. What is so attractive about a corpse? Absolutely nothing, said Cooney in UHF. Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Corpse bride. The other famous Pensacola urban legend was about the ship, the USS Massachusetts, that was sunk just beyond Pensacola Pass, in between the ends of the islands Santa Rosa Island and Perdido Key. It was a decommissioned Navy battleship that they sunk to make an artificial reef. It's completely submerged now. As far as I know, the entire USS Massachusetts is now completely underwater. It shifted. It used to be a large portion of the ship's conning tower still protruded above the water. The rest of the ship was submerged. Florida man behavior. Indeed. Terrifying, creepy stuff. So the story goes, at a time before the Massachusetts shifted, like during a hurricane or something, sand eroded out from underneath it. Before that happened, when a large part of the ship was still protruding above the water, so the story goes, 4 or 5 teenagers in the 1960s tried to paddle out to the Massachusetts to dive on it in an old Air Force rescue raft. As they were on their way out there, a storm came. Sometimes in Florida we'll have these powerful summer thunderstorms, but they hit really hard and fast. You'll get a powerful blast of wind and a torrential downpour of rain, but it only lasts for a few minutes. The storm does its thing and blows through and it's gone. So they told the story. They got hit by the storm that dragged them out past the ship beyond where they wanted to go. The storm hit hard and fast. When it blew through, they were on the far side of the ship in a fog. And they heard what they described as a hissing or high-pitched whine out in the fog. They saw what looked like a long pole sticking out of the water, like this. They said it bent in the middle and submerged and disappeared and reappeared several times, getting closer and closer to the raft. I think there was a guy from Florida who was arrested last year for illegally obtaining and selling human remains on the black market. Who's in the market for... Never mind, I don't want to know. I wonder if the guy in question was the fabled Whitmire Ghoul. How do you end up in a place where you have contacts with buyers of such things? See, that's what I want to know. How do you meet these people? And they're like, yeah, I need a lung, I need a kidney, I need a left eyeball, and I need some molars. Who's in the market for that stuff? Oh, boy. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. 4 teenagers in an Air Force rescue raft out beyond the USS Massachusetts, beyond Pensacola Pass. They said what looked like a head on the end of a long neck kept submerging and then reappearing, getting closer and closer to the raft each time. They panicked and jumped in the water and tried to swim for the ship. They could see the ship. They could see it protruding up out of the water. And the one kid who survived this supposed encounter said one by one, whatever this thing was, dragged his friends underneath the water. He could hear them screaming behind him. Trying to perform surgery without having to pay for it. Hello, Bart. Doing another Just Chatting stream tonight. Not for any, technological challenge reasons or anything. Everything's working fine. Just the last Just Chatting stream was fun, so I thought we'd do another one tonight. So, the kid who supposedly survived got to the part of the USS Massachusetts that protruded up out of the water, climbed up out of the water to safety on the exposed part of the ship's conning tower, and stayed there all night long. Then he claimed the next morning he swam to shore, which I'm not sure I buy, after what he supposedly witnessed the day before. I don't know that I would ever go in the water ever again. I'm already terrified of the ocean. I don't want to go in the water to begin with. But he claimed the next morning he swam to shore and the Coast Guard rescue unit found him. He told his story to the Coast Guard team who rescued him. They looked him in the face, they looked at each other, and then they said, no one's going to believe that. We're just going to list their deaths as drownings. Supposedly the remains of one of the kids washed up on the shore a few days later. 2 women who owned an occult curio shop in Orange City, Florida were arrested for buying and selling human remains April 12th, 2025. Holy cow. Maybe you stream now. Ah! Yes, everyone consider watching Valen's Skyrim streams. I think the weirdest thing you've seen or heard in the past is the homunculus-related stuff in the Epstein file. Oh, gosh. Something doesn't add up. 98% certain these teenagers saw a Russian sub, like a periscope. Murder outside of video games is freaky, yeah. So, I used to know the name of the kid who was the supposed sole survivor. He drew a sketch for the police and or the newspapers or something that looked very plesiosaur-like. And supposedly he lived in Gulf Breeze and even into adulthood. People would try to get in contact with him to get him to talk about it. It got to the point where he got sick of answering the phone, and his wife would answer the phone for him. Years later, his wife would say the same thing to everyone. No, he's a recovering alcoholic. He doesn't want to talk about it because no one believes him. Everyone tells him he's crazy, yada da. Sole survivor of Vault 111. I feel like I should know what that is. His name was Brian something or Ryan something. If you Google the story of the USS Massachusetts sea monster, or the Pensacola Pass sea monster from that, I think it supposedly happened back in the 1960s. Scary stuff. Freaky stuff. The Dusty's still hiding under the bed, people in the neighborhood lighting fireworks. Freaked her out. As far as she knows, World War III is happening outside. Everybody knows World War III is going to be fought online. It already is being fought online. World War III is already happening. It's a Fallout thing. Okay. I was going to say, if it wasn't Fallout, it was like SCP something or other. I have yet to play a single Fallout game. Again, my friend bought me a digital copy of Fallout 4 for my birthday. I still need to sit down and play that. Maybe that's something I'll do on live stream soon, is finally sit down and play a Fallout game and see what I think of it. Being completely inexperienced at it, everybody can point at me and laugh and say, hey, when I have no clue what's going on and I'm just fumbling over myself in the game. When Dusty is under your bed, does she turn into a bunny? Interesting thing just happened in your game. A random vampire walked up asking you for your blood. Ooh! A polite vampire. Excuse me. Hello there. Hi, how are you? May I please bite your neck? Sure, since you asked so nicely. My blood probably tastes like Mountain Dew. Here you go. Funny you should say that, Sinister. When Dusty, attacks my feet, sometimes she'll lay sideways and kick my feet. Kick my foot with both of her back feet, both of her white sock feet. Looks like you're getting the ever-loving crap kicked out of you by 2 rabbit feet. So we call that rabbit feet. I tell her, show me the rabbit feet. And then she'll kick me with both of her back feet, and I'll say, there's the rabbit feet. People are sent to fight in World War III or drafted. They don't do draft. We'll probably just make a TikTok and rant about the war. Gary? Are we having a SpongeBob moment over here? Is Gary the snail not wanting to take his bath? Again. Ah, there you are, Gary. Slayed the vampire because she was a bounty target. After she asked so politely for your blood. Aw, that wasn't very nice. Aren't you streaming? Fallout 3 Vault reference. Ah. Again, everyone do consider subscribing to Valen and catching some of Valen's Skyrim streams. Hello, Honey Stripes. Landed in Minnesota and safe spending time with your family. Wonderful, wonderful. Hope it's pleasantly cool up there compared to Florida. Just wanted to pop in and update. Won't be staying. All good. Good to hear from you. Vault with the duplicated Garys. Oh, everyone is just Gary in that vault. I need to play these games so I know what in the world people are talking about when they reference them. If I see someone freaking out over Gary, I assume they mean a snail from SpongeBob. SpongeBob's pet snail. I just remember Gary the snail not wanting to take his bath and SpongeBob soaking up all the water, all the soapy water, and turning really huge. Have a nice night, you as well, Honey Stripes. Good to hear from you. Hope all is well in Minnesota. Hope you have much lower temperatures up there than we do in Florida. And all the Garys are aggressive towards the player. SpongeBob episode where he tries to get Gary to bathe was actually banned in a few places due to the joke where he takes bars of soap out of the tub and says, "Don't drop the soap." I remember people talking about that. Jeez. Supposedly, Donald Duck cartoons used to be banned in Finland because Donald didn't wear pants. I was like, so are we just going to ignore real ducks? They don't wear pants. Are real ducks banned from entering Finland unless they put pants on? Definitely watch me play New Vegas if I haven't already. I haven't played a single Fallout game, so I need to check some of them out. I need to sit down and play that digital copy my friend got me for my birthday. Every time somebody publishes the name Gary with an exclamation point, I just think of SpongeBob yelling at Gary the snail. try the jet lighter again. I topped it off with a bunch of fuel to make sure it was good and ready to work properly tonight. Oh. There we go. Almost like a little tiny blowtorch. Oh, the burning fuel smells so nice. That's what gets people into huffing. If they weren't already into it as kids because they didn't have those scented markers that smelled like the fruit that they were supposedly the color of, you know. Fallout 3 Remaster. That's the first I've heard about it because I know zippity-doo-dah about Fallout. There was one vault that had 99 men and 1 woman, then another vault had 99 women and 1 man. Which do you think is worse, to be the singular gender? Oh dear. I don't know. Also visiting your cat Lucifer. Aw. Headed out now, bye. Alright, have a wonderful rest of your night. Give Lucifer a chin scratch for us. If Lucifer is the type to accept chin scratches. Mentioned this before, but several years back, your wife and I visited D.C. Bought a transit pass to get around, and one time we took the underground from the mall back to the hotel. No trailer or anything at the moment. There are plans for it. Being one woman in a vault with 99 men would be horrible. Yeah. When we entered the station, you were hit with this intense wave of deja vu. You had been there before. Higher on the street, and you knew it was your time to go. Then you remember you played Fallout 3, a considerable part of which takes place in the underground. Believe your stream is on, yes. Anyone interested in more Skyrim streams obviously will do more on this channel in no time at all. But also do subscribe to Valen and watch Valen's Skyrim streams. I need to get with it with my Skyrim mods, make the game look really, really super nice. I feel like I missed something here. So try the jet lighter again, but closer up. Try not to light the camera on fire. Oh. Oh. Whoa. I was going to say, I think we need to chill to find Uncle Charlie's keys out here. Let's calm down just a wee smidgen. Hello, Spamuel. And thank you everyone who was tuned in tonight. Got done doing the writing portion of a very annoying project. Your stream is going on. Yes, everyone consider checking out Valen's Skyrim stream. Love not being told how you're supposed to cite things for an entire course. I was about to ask if it was the type of group project nightmare where one person does all the work and then other people working with you are going to take the credit later. Everyone check out Valen's modded Skyrim. It looks way nicer than mine. I need to get with it. I need to get some graphics mods, some more landscape mods. I need to make everything from the ground up just look way nicer. If A, mods like that are available on the Xbox, and B, the Xbox can run them without exploding. If anybody wants me to stop playing with the lighter, just say so. Then I'll say no and continue to play with the lighter. Can't contact your professor. Actually, it doesn't count because it wasn't the... Oh, okay. Can't contact your professor because his office hours ended at 5 and he doesn't answer emails on the weekends. Ah. Going to rain on the 4th of July where you're at and you couldn't care less. Well, having to stay inside in this supposedly record-breaking heat is far from the worst thing ever. I think we're supposed to have decent weather here tomorrow. Other than it's blazing hot. We're going to be potentially at a picnic, then an outdoor concert, and then where the outdoor concert is. We're supposed to be able to see the fireworks downtown. It's right there by us. Totally isn't a scam to separate young impressionable teens from their money and saddle them with debt. Oh boy. Do think it's annoying when people do the actually. Yeah. Don't stop playing with the lighter. Well, you said it. Unless you're me, of course. Saw that scam from orbit. Nuke the whole site from orbit, just to be sure. So again, the way this works is you have a regular wick here, and a nozzle with another wick here, and there's a little pinhole in the end of the nozzle that feeds fuel into the flame of the already lit wick. So it's like a infinitesimal little tiny stream of fuel shooting through the flame, and that's what we see producing this long horizontal flame. So after you do it once or twice, you have to wait for the fuel to soak back up into the other wick again. Real proud to say you have no college debt at all after 4 years. Nice. Being debt-free is a wonderful feeling. Don't stop playing with the lighter. Totally something you should say to a 5-year-old. Maybe mentally, I'm 5 years old. If I see things that glow in the dark, I still go, ooh. Ooh. I don't know why glow in the dark stuff fascinates me like it does. Amongst all the random miscellaneous things I have way more knives than one person could need. I have way more flashlights than one person could need. I have way more lighters than one person could need, even though I don't smoke and will never ever smoke as long as I live. I just think lighters are cool. I have a bunch of random military surplus stuff, too. That's another interesting thing we could talk about on stream. Almost every time you use a sparkler, you burn your finger. Legitimately don't know how those predatory college loans are legal. Yeah, you're not allowed to buy a handgun until you're 21, but you can get saddled with crushing debt that almost never leaves. Exactly. Many people in this country believe college is a scam. Boy, that could be an entire interesting subcategory of things to talk about. Just all the military surplus crap I have. I have old can openers. I have the entrenching tools, the little shovels that fold up really small. Those have actually come in handy in the backyard on several occasions. Somewhere I have an old lensatic compass with tritium inserts that will glow until the end of time. Which is why you're not going to college. Yeah, because it's a scam. Dad had a military ammunition box that he gave to me. What all do you have? I have a few old surplus military ammo cans that I keep my present-day ammo for my present-day cordless hole punches in. Again, all for the safe, responsible ownership of said cordless hole punches. Be safe, responsible, lock them up, keep them away from kids. I have 2 or 3 of those old ammo boxes. Left wing, handshake. Right wing, college is a scam. Yes, that is as political as you will get. I'm non-political and even borderline anti-political at this point. Better off going to trade school. Some people make their living just learning how to weld from trade school. See if I can find that Linzatic compass. Pretty sure I have it handy. Gonna have to get up and rub my shirt right against the microphone so everyone can hear. I'm sure that was pleasant. Alright, is the Linzatic compass handy? Found the compass. Only military thing you have is your great-grandfather's flag your uncle was given. If you're too young to drink, then you should also be too young to give your life for your country. Once you're 18, it should be up to you whether or not you drink or join the military. Looked for the Pensacola Serpent incident, 99% certain they found a Soviet sub. Monsters don't whine, but breaching subs do. Good point. They did also talk about it making a hissing noise and accompaniment to the whining, so that would make sense. When the sub dove back down, it also creates undertow. Yeah, and this was back in the 60s at the height of some U.S. and Soviet tension. Have your grandfather's old Air Force badge. Oh, that's cool. Good point, Horston, on the noises the sub makes. Kids also probably drink seawater, which makes you go a little crazy. It's possibly Brian's brain saw a hallucination. Yeah. Alright, let me get the paracord lanyard off of this that I made. Make show and tell a little easier. Okay, here is the U.S. military issue Linzatic compass made by a company called Kamenga. Kamenga's been making these compasses for the U.S. military for a long time, decades even. So, have this little wire frame that unfolds over here, and then the actual lid to the compass unfolds over here. Then we have one of the alignment sighting tools that opens up here. There's a couple of different ways to navigate with this, but I find the most straightforward for most people is you can put a specific heading that you want to adhere to, via this dial that rotates. And you can put the compass on a specific point and make sure to keep it lined up there so you know you're not deviating from the direction you're trying to go. Cuban Missile Crisis also happened a few weeks later in October 1962. Spore. Never played that. Are you really playing Spore if you don't create something that was born in hell? A single age of majority where you're considered an adult and are responsible for your own choices. One age that covers everything: smoking, alcohol, firearms, military. I wonder if I'd be able to show the glow of the tritium on stream, or are all the lights in here too bright? So, the east and west markings and the needle for north glow continuously via tritium. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera or not. We can try it. I'll have to turn off the studio light. I bet the LED lights behind me are still too bright. Yeah, they totally are. Well, even the camera display is going to be too bright. Wow. All right, how dark can we really make it in here? And finally, we'll have to reverse the camera display. Give me just a second here. All right. Does the camera pick up the glow of the tritium at all? Oh, now it probably can't focus on it because it's too dark. Joke's on me. Well, I tried. I might have to take a long exposure with my DSLR camera later. I keep forgetting I don't have the wireless mic on. Don't have much lore for the species, only made it a few hours ago, but they do have a mouth at the end of their tail. Beautiful compass, though. Ah. One of my favorite pieces of miscellaneous military hardware that I have for some reason. Have one of those compasses somewhere. Woo! There was a weird time where I thought I was going to have to make like a bug-out kit in case of like societal collapse or something. And it hasn't happened yet. So I think we need a stockpile of ammunition, we need canned goods and can openers, and we need a compass. Whichever, if there was ever a powerful enough electromagnetic pulse, the compass would probably be fried anyway, so But yeah, I got this used military surplus. I think I paid about 35 or 40 bucks for this. After I looked up the cost of a new one, and a new one cost almost $100. I was like, I'll just find a good condition used one that still has some reasonably well-glowing tritium in it. And you might just have to take my word for it, since the camera's not picking it up. The tritium in this old thing still glows pretty decently bright. I'll just have to take a long exposure of it with a better camera later. That could be a cool short for YouTube. Bug out bag about the pepper from Zombie U. Zombie U. Some guy 2000 is another good mod maker. BRE. Back on Nexus under a new name these days. His new username is Some Rooster. I need to get a proper PC that can run Skyrim. Then I can really go crazy with all the good graphics mods and whatnot. You get a lot of good mods ported to Xbox, but you're really limited on how much storage space you're able to take up with mods. And not everybody wants their mods ported to the Xbox, so with the Xbox you get a lot of the good mods, as opposed to PC where you get all of the mods. Alright. Some guy made the legendary New Vegas Bounties mod series. Played them a few years ago and they are great. I gotta remember some of the stuff if I ever properly get into the Fallout games. Now is probably not a good time to be shopping for a gaming PC given the memory, storage, and GPU shortages. Yeah. I think a couple of you have suggested finding an old office PC, though. And concurrent price spikes, yeah. Thank you, AI and data centers, for ruining literally everything. All right. Digging around for the compass, I also found this. Can anybody guess what this is? I'll wait and see what you guys say in chat before I tell the detailed story of this little thing. Get creative and go used. Build it up, yeah. It's not even AI, it's the subsidies of AI that are making PC parts so expensive. Yeah. That's a P38, right? Close! Close! Looks like it has a spoon built in. Correct. A can opening spoon, yeah. Utensil, yes, among a couple of other purposes. Spamuel, you've made the closest guess so far. This is the distant Australian cousin of the P38 can opener. It works the same way. You have the same blade for opening cans. So this little notch here locks onto the rim of the can, and you go around in a twisting motion, and this blade punctures the lid of the can so you can open it, and you go and work your way around the top of the can in a circle. It also has a bottle opener incorporated into it, and a spoon, as Birdman has pointed out. A can opening spoon has a spoon built right in. Hello there! If it's not a P38, you don't know what it is. It's close! What's the difference between it? Oh, here's Sinister goes. Hola, ¿cómo está? I used to know how to say I don't speak good Spanish in Spanish. But hello and welcome. Hope you are doing well tonight. This is the Australian military's cousin to the P38 can opener that our guys used for many, many years. The Australian military referred to this as the FRED, the Field Ration Eating Device, FRED. And the Australian soldiers took one look at this and said, no, that's not the Field Ration Eating Device, that's the effing ridiculous eating device. Still FRED, still FRED, but acronym stands for something different. So after I read that story, I was like, that's actually really funny. I need to track one down on eBay. And sure enough, somebody here stateside had a couple of them for sale. It's a combination, little tiny spoon. So you can eat like one kidney bean at a time, I guess. I keep bumping the microphone. Opens your cans, opens bottles. Is it for the pilot's food? For military ration food in general. Whatever tins they need to open up. Hello, Brooke. Welcome back. A guy will actually search for a golf ball. Jeez, Sinister. Do you need to get the chloroform you used on scats? When you see P-38, you think of something else. You either think of the American fighter plane from around the same time can openers like this became a thing, or you think of the sidearm for the German military at a time when the Luger was being phased out. P-38 can openers were made in World War II, and they were nicknamed the P-38 because it looks like the cockpit of a P-38 fighter plane. I've heard 1,000,001 different explanations. Somebody else said, no, on a standard-sized military ration can, it takes exactly 38 punctures from the can opener to get it open. And then somebody else said, and this is the explanation I think is the most likely, is the metal body of the can opener is exactly 38 millimeters long. There was a larger version of the same can opener called the P-51. Now, it really sounds like we're talking about fighter planes. P-38, P-51. The P-51 body was exactly 51 millimeters long. So that's called the P51. It's 51 millimeters. The P38 is 38 millimeters. So I think that's the most logical explanation. But at the same time, this wasn't at a time when we used the metric system for much of anything, except to measure the bores of like tank cannons. Walther P38, yes. Only have your phone to watch these streams, otherwise you watch these streams too. Think of the fighter plane. One of the many awesome designs to come from the Lockheed Skunk Works. Was the P-38 a Skunk Works design? Need to go back and look. That was one of the most interesting, unique fighter planes of the whole war. And very, very fast, too. Making sure I didn't miss anything. So, as far as I know, the P-38 and P-51 can openers are still being made today. I think there's less demand for the P-38 now from the military because they have MREs. Their rations don't come in cans anymore. But as far as I know, the Navy's still making use of the P-51 can opener. The idea was you would get those can openers with your rations, open up one set of rations, and then throw the can opener in the trash along with all your empty cans and containers and stuff. But a lot of guys would put those can openers on their dog tag chains and use the flat bodies of them as makeshift pry bars and flathead screwdrivers. Yep, it was Skunk Works. Okay. Vehicle parked outside, not sure who it was because it was seen by any horseman, probably a neighbor. Small chance it was a repo truck, as long as someone's not creeping, as long as someone's not intruding. Could you use the P-38 to feast on a tree frog? What? I don't know about the P-38. The thread, the FRED, has a little spoon on the end, so if you're slurping up tree frogs like raw oysters, I don't know why it would be. That's disgusting. I have a lot of wackadoo little miscellaneous pieces of surplus military hardware. Don't know if I can dig around for it tonight. Oh, pun not intended. But somewhere I do have the little trifold shovel, the entrenching tool, or E-tool for short. That has actually surprisingly come in handy a few times in the backyard. Made a reference. Okay, that's like reference number 1,000,000 to go over my head tonight. I'm the uncultured idiot in the room. I'm the one hosting the stream, and I'm the one who doesn't get all of it. Say this one while Kaya is away. Oh no. Work was a nightmare again today. Even more people came to get food today from your deli, and we had a new selection of about 10 or so drinks that we don't know how to make. Oh, boy. She will know. I was going to say, she might scroll back through chat. Oh, dear. I don't even know if I want to read the setup to this one out loud. Made a reference to Metal Gear Solid 3's opening song, Snake Eater. Ah, okay. Talking about the P-38 plane reminds you of the Bell P-63 King Cobra. Crashed into Texas Raiders in 2022. Gee whiz! That wasn't the one that collided with a B-17, was it? Most interesting milcert piece you have is a pair of sword and earmuffs that are supposed to be used as a comms headset on a Blackhawk. Ooh, that's cool. Use them as shooting muffs. Nice, nice. I think I know where my E-tool is. I think it's in the hall closet. Maybe I'll go grab it here in a minute. That crash was tragic. Oh gosh, Sinister. Sometimes I wish I could pour bleach on my brain. refunded a lady her money because she was saying it was taking too long to get her drink. There were 5 tickets ahead of her ticket. That's certainly a joke, Sinister. Texas Raiders was a B-17. Texas Raiders was the B-17 we're thinking of. Okay. Jeez, Sinister. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Let's just end this stream right here. I'm gonna go gargle bleach. Pour bleach in my ear and hope it gets on my brain. Might step out in the hallway for a minute and see if the e-tool is where I think it is. Found it. Now that you think about it, you shouldn't do this while Bart is here. Oh, you don't say. Another interesting plane was the F-82 Twin Mustang. Sinister has lost his mind. Yeah, I like turtles. Yeah, the F-82, the Twin Mustang, was interesting because it literally looked like it was made out of spare parts. We don't have quite enough parts to build 2 complete P-51 Mustangs. What if they looked like co-joined twins? Genius. Build it. Okay. Brooke, what kind of drinks are you making at a gas station? I was going to say, is this like a KC's or a Buc-ee's or something? Happened was the bombers were on parade and a new air boss told the fighter planes to be at the same altitude as the bombers. The P-63 was maneuvering but couldn't see the B-17 until impact. Gee whiz. Your gas station is trying to compete with Starbucks. Gee whiz. Pretty soon, Sinister, we're going to be sending you to a mental institution. Your mind is covered with several years' worth of dust. You went this long without it. Going to be looking up some words in a dictionary. Yeah. Well, I wish I could pour bleach on my brain and erase that joke from my memory, but okay, we'll continue on. Don't do that, Bart. The gas station is called Dandy. Okay. Days like today sound like the opposite of dandy. Many Wawas going in near me. There are like 5 on your university's campus alone. There was a guy in your last semester who would sprint across the street to get a sandwich during break. They're popping up all over my town, too. Anyway, found the e-tool. If anybody wants to see another random miscellaneous piece of military hardware. Otherwise, if this is a boring topic, then we can just drop it. Innocent eyes and ears, I've heard too many of Sinister's joke. Watching the night sky in your game, I used to do that a lot. Actually, I still do that a lot in Skyrim. It's lovely. Okay. Have I finally let the jet lighter sit long enough? Maybe. Maybe not quite. Well, something like that. Wawa supremacy for the win. Need to see your night sky. Ooh. Hello, Kaya. To see the night sky. Do you have like a screenshot of it in your community posts? Let's go check. If you do post a screenshot or something, let us know. I just told you some of the worst jokes Sinister shall not repeat. What guy is? Real what guy is here? Wish you could unsee the neighbor's dog. Oh gosh. But we are forced to the horrors of this world. Yeah. It's in your stream. Oh, duh. Pop over there real quick. Oh, yes. So when I first started playing Skyrim, I would just stare at the night sky. My mind was blown by the auroras. The very first Skyrim video I posted on my channel, the auroras were going crazy in the sky over Forelhost. Karja was there with me. It was lovely. Wow. If you don't mind my asking, what mod are you using for that night sky? It looks a lot more detailed than the default one, I'll say that. The stars are actually properly numerous and dense. Never eaten at a Wawa. Went into one looking for batteries one time because you thought it was a gas station, right? They'll sell batteries. Boy, were you wrong. Making refresher drinks, lemonade, and some very new smoothies and milkshakes that are different from our regular smoothies and milkshakes. Oh boy. Milkshake sounds divine right now. Everyone consider looking at Valen's stream and acknowledging that, yes, Valen's modded Skyrim looks way nicer than mine. Battle of the Pennsylvania gas stations. Went to look at your plants outside for a minute while on a phone call. Can see the two dogs going at it. Oh, gosh. Might be more important than sports. I have yet to actually get food from a Wawa. I've walked inside one once or twice to see what their selection caffeinated beverage-wise was, and that's about it. Oh yes, if anyone has not yet seen Valen's Skyrim stream, do go check it out. I need to get with it. I need to do more in the way of texture, landscape, even sky mods. Western Pennsylvania, that statement is true. Feet and legs hurt from having to stand and not to sit down for your 8-hour shift. Only had your 30-minute break in between. Gosh, Brooke, gosh. Soak your feet in some warm water if you haven't done it already. Gee whiz. Well, anyway, should anybody want to talk about any more military surplus stuff, let me know. Got the E-tool, the entrenching tool, on standby, just in case. Set that aside for now. Did your lazy coworker show up today? I was wondering that as well. Did they once again have a reason to not show up? Any gas station is better than Dandy. Not loyal to Dandy anymore, not that you ever was to begin with. Fair enough. Seconded, feel better. Everyone check out Valen's stream. She did show up today. Okay. One of those foot massaging machines. She did show up today, surprisingly. Wow. Turns out Dandy is not so dandy. But yeah, do consider looking at Valen's stream. I need to take notes of what I can do appearance-wise to my game to make it look even remotely as nice as Valen's does. Sheets versus Wawa. I don't think we have sheets around here. Do we have sheets in Florida? I don't think so. In the summertime, the rain blows in sheets. Ha ha ha. There we go. That was better that time. Our pumps always have a problem with them. One of our gas pumps and readers hasn't been working for almost a year, but they won't fix it because the pump itself still works. But if the reader doesn't work, what's the point? Well, I guess people could come inside and pay with cash, but who does that anymore? Cash? What's that? Even nobody dandy, and you live in one of its main states. Got the Circle K by your house. Ah, strange things afoot there. Looks like a frost troll took a sugar honey iced tea on the walls and had some fun with the cantaloupes, but you still go there because the slushies are good. Ah, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Bart, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. All the Circle Ks in my area look really scary for some reason. Kind of like the Dollar Generals around here. Everybody there looks like they want to murder you. Only use cash for things you can buy with a few $1 bills. Yeah. I'm in the bad habit of never carrying cash. I need to shake that habit. Nothing fully wrong with Dandy. You work the night shift and we are always getting blamed for stuff not getting done. Waiting to go in tomorrow and get told what didn't get done today. That's another thing. I hate getting blamed for stuff that other people did on a different shift. Like, I wasn't even here. I was going to say, I think you mean you hoard your cash, not you heard your cash. Or I guess coins rattling, clinking counts as hearing your cash. Okay, Mr. Krabs. I'll just take your mattress. A lot of public places in Florida you do not envy going into. The Walmart just down the road from me is absolutely terrifying. I may have mentioned it before. There was a man standing by the battery kiosk one day when I walked in there who looked just like Charles Manson. And the whole time I walked by, he just gave me the most wide-eyed, crazy stare. And I'm so used to that Walmart being terrifying that I didn't think anything of it. I would have been more surprised if there wasn't a man standing there who looked like Charles Manson. Late reply, but dead by daylight is stressful. Won't stop shooting off fireworks and screaming, woo, woo! Whoa, wait till the 4th. My thoughts, exactly. There's already people lighting fireworks in my neighborhood tonight, and it's freaking Dusty out. She doesn't like the noise. Poor Dusty's been hiding under the bed for a couple of hours now. Pretty easy to hear, Cash. Just jump a few times. Crinkly dollar bills. That's also how you hear cash. Okay, fair enough. Walmart is pretty scary and you don't work there. Blah, Walmart. And then there's a Publix close to me that's way nicer. Everything's a lot more expensive there, though. You're paying for the less terrifying environment, I suppose. Gotta go take down your flag for the 4th. Thank you for reminding me. I think Dusty's still under the bed. Let me double check myself on that. Yep, Dusty is still curled up under the bed way back in the corner. She looks comfy, she looks happy, she doesn't look freaked out right now, so I think her hidey nappy time under there is doing her good. So, I won't try to force her to come out. She'll just come out when she feels like it. No fireworks here, yet. Keyword, yet. Happy Independence Day, Steve from the future. Hee 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 hee. Happy Independence Day, everyone. Happy Forget the British Day. Yeah! I saw this business called, England tree removal. And the graphics were printed on the side of the truck. And when the front door of the truck was open, and thus the end of the graphics were cut off, it just said England removal. And it went viral on the 4th of July. Everyone was like, hey, happy England removal day, everybody. 12:37, why can't people wait until later in the day to set off fireworks? Because it's on a weekend this year, they're treating it like New Year's Eve. Find Uncle Charlie's keys. Yeah, your dogs are freaking out. Yeah, I always feel bad for dogs and cats that are freaked out by all the noise. Again, as I've been reminded by Dusty this year, this is Dusty's first 4th of July with us. Fireworks started going off and poor Dusty hid under the bed and hasn't come back out since. She's been under there a couple of hours, but the last I checked on her, she looks comfortable. She doesn't look scared, so... She likes it under there. She feels safe under there, so cool. When Dusty first moved in, when we first officially adopted Dusty, I was sitting in the other recliner in the living room. The blinds on the front window were open. Dusty was looking out the front window. An Amazon truck pulled up and the driver started to bring a package to our porch, and Dusty got all wide-eyed and scared. She jumped down from the window, came over to me in the recliner, jumped up in the recliner with me and kind of curled up against me. She looked really scared. She was looking out the window and looking up at me. The guy dropped off the package, and we could see him leaving out the window. We could see him walking back to the truck, and he got in and drove off, and Dusty relaxed and went back to her perch by the window. And the next time we got a delivery, sometime later, it was a FedEx truck. Instead of freaking out and looking scared and taking shelter with me, curling up and feeling safe with me, Dusty started growling. The FedEx guy kept getting closer and closer to the porch, and Dusty was sitting there at the window going, "Arr!" Then he kept getting closer, and she went, hissed at him. Dog has buried her head in your pillows. Aw. East Coasters are very passionate about Independence Day celebration. Well, that's where the original 13 colonies are. Of course you are. 4th of July is the time of year where the most pets go missing. Yeah, a lot of dogs freak out and run away scared because of the fireworks noise, and that's terrible. Know why the British don't pronounce their T's? They hide them away because of what we Americans did to them in 1773. Imagining all the stray animals being scared and trying to find a place to hide for the next couple of nights. Yeah. Have a new California Republic flag. Fly a new California Republic flag every day since 2024, except on the 4th, because you don't participate in the celebration. Disrespectful to veterans flying any other flag on the 4th. Fair enough. So, Dusty's to the point where she growls and hisses at delivery people. Like, hey, these people are potentially bringing you new cat toys from Amazon. Be nice. So the most recent time was a lady pulled up in an Amazon van to bring a package to the porch. And once again, there was Dusty sitting in the window, growling and hissing until the Amazon lady left. We have a guard cat. Oh, we have a guard dog. We have alarms. We have a 12-gauge shotgun. We have an attack cat. We have Dusty, and I almost don't doubt she would try to attack the delivery person if she could. I'll put the compass away and all this other milsurp crap I dug out. Well, for the compass, I made this lanyard out of paracord with these 2 sliding knots. If you want to make the lanyard longer, you pull the knots towards each other like this. And if you want to make it shorter, you pull the knots away from each other like so. Handy dandy. I have an army. We have a cat. Your lizard hates cameras. He doesn't want his picture taken. Not a fan of the paparazzi. So anyway, with the lanyard bail on the compass, I just keep the lanyard tied to it with a simple, what is called a cow hitch knot. Gave your lizard some crickets today. He loves cilantro and crickets. Hate these fake game ads, man. Like, how bad is your game you have to lie about it? Oh, yeah. And I see those, it's somebody insisting the game is real. Like he's reassuring whatever little children he assumes are watching the ad. Oh, thank goodness I found the real game this time. I get so sick of all those fake game ads. I was like, you mean just like the fake game ad we're obviously watching right now? You sitting there having to assure me that the game is in fact not fake. Just tells me that it's definitely fake. Lizard loves chicken breast. Ooh! Cat growls, hisses, swipes, clings to your face at anyone and anything that isn't any horse in her eye. Doesn't like this cat. I don't like this cat, but it came with the marriage. Gonna pull the British and have a hot cup of tea so close to the 4th. Just keep it away from the harbor. Don't let anyone chuck it in the harbor. Certain when you keep seeing the dude they got in the ad sounds like a YouTuber you used to watch growing up, so every time you hear him, you're like, no, please don't tell me. Have so many cats and all of them enjoy belly rubs and snuggles. Especially Dooley, who is going to pop with in the next 3 days. Oh, a new litter of kittens incoming. What kind of lizard do you have, Valen? Oh, a water monitor. Oh, those things get big, too. Need to give those fake game ads the Scatsberry treatment. You're all fake and broken! Agreed. The one I saw was a guy who was dubbed over with a voice that sounded like too old and deep for him. It was like a young guy, but it was this deep voice. Like you, I'm tired of seeing those ads for fake games. But what if I told you I found the real game? I was like, I'm not an 8-year-old who just stole my mom's phone. Why are you talking to me this way? I'm not excited for these mobile games. Real or fake. I assume they're all fake and I don't care. But the harbor is where it belongs. You have a water monitor? Yes, technically, a smaller relative of the Komodo dragon. It's a Komodo dragon after taxes. Also, that's really awesome, Valen. I'm too used to conventional pets. I'm too used to dogs and cats. Thought of a large reptile never crossed my mind. Till my most recent Skyrim playthrough. Anybody see those videos where they put Joe Biden in Skyrim? And that's coming from non-political and even anti-political me. I just thought those videos were funny, regardless of anyone's political opinions. Her name is Scaly. Ooh! Reinstall Jetpack Joyride to relive a bit of your childhood. I remember my mom letting me play Bejeweled on her phone years ago. Bejeweled was okay. I don't know that I would even sit down and give Bejeweled the light of day today. Maybe if there was a proper Tetris game for a mobile phone, I might be interested in that. Miss having reptiles. I love you, buddy. He's the best purchase he ever made, even though he hates when you touch him. He seen the AI presidents play horror games video before. I saw one where somebody made a bunch of AI voices of like different political figures, and one video I saw was like Trump and Biden playing Mario Kart and arguing over who was better at Mario Kart. Like, you don't see their faces, it's just like Mario Kart on like local split screen, and they're arguing about who's better at the game while they play it. Snake is chill. He's a chill dude. Oh, we used to have a corn snake years ago, but too many of our relatives were scared of her. There's so much superstition and misplaced fear around snakes. She was a really friendly snake. And we gave her to some friends of ours because too many of our relatives were scared of her. Oh well. Next time your ball python sheds, you'll post a picture of him. Ooh, post a picture of the shedded skin too. I always thought shedded snake skin looked really cool, how you can see all the details in the scales and stuff. Had a bearded dragon for a while when you were a teen. Named him Echo. Seen those Joe Skyrim videos? Love him. Yeah. And again, that's coming from even me, regardless of my political opinions. I just thought it was funny. Like, he sits down in the tavern, and he turns, and there's an Argonian sitting next to him, and he's like, Nancy Pelosi? AI presidents play horror has its own continuity. You sugar honey iced tea not. The voices are AI, but all the lines are actually written by a real person. Watch the Barack Obama voice trolling videos on Black Ops. Going to bed, good night. Alright, have a good rest of your night, Bart. Thank you for being here. Hope we'll be back for more Skyrim and whatever other games we feel like playing soon. Again, we're just doing another chatting thread tonight. I thought the one we did, not quite a week ago. I thought it was fun, so just thought we'd do another one tonight. I used to bias fish, and we would replace them when they died. Also had a cat at the same time. The cat ate your older sister's fish. She never ate yours. Poor fish, though. Yeah. Gee whiz. Not your only obstacle is out of the way. Uh-oh. Here we go. Tread carefully. The last joke made me want to pour bleach on my brain. And that channel, Serious Trump, is just a massive troll. Biden is the horror game enthusiast, and Obama is just trying to keep them from killing each other. Ruh-roh. No, Sinister, no permission granted. Whew, I'm starting to get hungry. I'll try to keep streaming for a while yet, though. Fun conversation. I'll do the jet lighter again to distract everyone from whatever Sinister's about to say. Ooh, jet lighter. Look at the jet lighter. Ooh. Permission denied. I need to stop laughing like that. It scares the kids. How is a girlfriend like a laxative? Oh no. Channel started out by playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and the running bit is that Trump is the world's best security guard because he carried them through one of the games. Say both. Aw. That's not nice. Oh. Abort, 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 abort. Whew. Hello, Fist. Significantly less than you thought it would be. Greetings, Fist. Hope you're doing well. We're just doing another chatting stream tonight. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Got eyelids heavy enough to break diamonds. Dang. Got home from a night out in the city. Hope it went well. Stumbled across the Pale Lady quest. Yes, that's a good one. Again, the way you've got Skyrim modded, it probably looks way nicer than mine, too. Out and about in Night City. If anyone's hearing a clicking noise, I'm opening and closing the lighter off screen. Yeah, I think we just did the Pale Lady quest the other night. That's a good one. Another one with a nice creepy vibe to it. Nice set design. And you get to learn another word of power. Why do walruses love a Tupperware party? I have no idea. And given the other joke you told earlier, I'm kind of scared to know the punchline, but continue. We're waiting. We're waiting on the edge of our seat. Oh, hey. There it is. Jeez. Need to do something about the latency settings on my stream so you can see my reactions in closer to real time. Again, what you're seeing of me is on about a 10-second delay, it looks like. Knew it had something to do with it. Just got booped by your companion. What? Had more money to start a hobby project of yours. Oh, do tell. Like to have more money for all my hobbies in general. It's been too long since I sat down and made something out of paracord. Need to do that again soon. Time for cherries. Ooh! Yeah. After stream tonight, I'm gonna make myself some kind of late night snack. He said boop when he jumped into you. Oh, what do a woman and a bar have in common? Oh, no. Do I even want to know? Probably not. What project, Harvey Horston? Same. Little curious to know. Saw a bunch of lights in the sky with loud popping noises. This is the work of Sheogorath. Or Inigo. Or whatever company made the fireworks. Hello, Gamma. Oh, gosh. Gosh, Sinister, come on. Oh. That was a good one. Can you cool it until the new drum of chloroform arrives? Finisher after finisher now. Yes. Love it when that happens with Inigo when he's taking down a dragon. Want to make an electric guitar humbucking pickup? Be the first one you ever did. Most magnets for pickups are ceramic or alnico. Want to use a neodymium and SMCO magnet for either bobbin or aliens. Aliens. Be very, very quiet. We're watching for aliens. What do you call someone who refuses to fart in public? Oh dear. Again, I'm rather terrified to know. Boring? You call them boring? A private tutor. Oh. Ooh. Did your comment show up? Haven't seen it, Brooke. The last one you said was in response to something about seals. That's the last I can see anyway. Again, YouTube being overly picky about how things are worded underneath Valens. Serrana replacer that turns her into a Khajiit. That's random. Can't you already do that with console commands? If you know what you're doing. Not a bad replacer, but why? Could call her P-U-R-R-R-R-R, Rana. No, it sounds too much like a carnivorous fish. That's it. That's the only pun I can think of. I saw one that turned Lydia into a Khajiit. I was like, well, now we have to call her Kidia. Hey! Wanting to try and play Dungeons and Dragons for a while now. My two younger brothers used to play that a lot. Maybe they still do. Mod list that turns every NPC into an anthropomorphic animal. Oh, there's whole weird communities that would appreciate that. Yipe. Not for me. Posted a pic of you with your new hair. Browsing character presets and that popped up. I remember seeing the one that made Lydia into a Khajiit years ago. Randomly on YouTube, there was a video of somebody turning Isolde into a Khajiit via console commands. Give you one guess as to what the mod list is called. Oh no. deviant art. I don't know. SMCO is short for samarium cobalt. It's less strong as neodymium, but has a different sound. Fender does one, but it's a single coil size. I wish I knew enough about guitars to have an opinion on anything. I can just listen to what people tell me and be like, I should have learned to properly play an instrument. Scats would be very interested in that mod list. What was the punchline to the last joke, Sinister? Birth control and LSD. Oh dear. Birth control and mushrooms. Oh dear. Sinister, I don't think we're seeing the punchlines because YouTube being picky like they do. Looking for monster overhaul, Khajiit character creation takes you down weird paths. Oh dear, I can only imagine. For a second you thought it didn't go through. Yeah, we keep seeing your setups, but not seeing the we're not seeing the punchlines. I can't speak tonight. A trip without kids. Don't forget to share the list with Scats, Spamuel. First Pale Lady quest done. Nice, nice. It's a good quest. Slightly spooky one. If you have Inigo with you, he enjoys the places full of spiders. Harmugstall and Krongvenger Cave. Already got timed out for a full day. Don't need to get banned worse. What is this? The 10th time I've done this on stream tonight. Woo! Post Scats and Horston fan art. Jeez. Oh, never a dull moment in chat with you guys. Why did the snowman smile? Oh dear. Because he realized he wasn't in an overhyped Disney movie, I don't know. He realized he wasn't in an overhyped Disney movie that was the bane of every parent's existence. The end of all parental patience. Love you too, man. Could see that. There's almost a double meaning to that joke. What? Well, to the punchline. That backroom stream, and apparently there was a desync issue where you thought you were trolling by walking into a wall for 20 minutes while you were playing the game. Oh. There was a Halo match I was in years ago where apparently the game lagging somehow worked to my advantage, and a guy thought I was cheating or modding and was yelling at me via a direct message about how he was going to report me to Bungie and Microsoft and yada yada yada. I was like, it was lag. I don't even remember what the exact circumstances were in game. It's been so long ago. I just remember the guy yelling at me in a direct message. Big desync issue. And when he tried to contact you about it, he just said, "Why are you so weird? Why are you the way you are?" Back to naughty jail with you. Just now figuring out how weird I am. Why time you out for 24 hours? You were going on a rant. I got the game, so I thought that's what he was messaging you about. Oh, boy. Sounds like the relationship is very wholesome and... Oh, dear. Oh, Sinister, I'm scared to even know. To you as well. It's after midnight here, so it is officially the 4th of July. Just mad at the game. Did repeal your timeout after a few hours when his mood improved. Okay, fair enough. Geez, Sinister. Would be like the safe version of a Simba, not a joke. Sket should have returned the game instead of taking his rage out on others. Yeah. Long as he's aware you weren't doing it on purpose. Defense, you looked at what happened on stream and it just looked like you were... From his angle, it looked a bit much for even you. Ugh. Woo. Oh. My neck just cracked again. I don't know if the microphone picked that up or not. Been sitting in this chair for too long. Legit looked like you were walking into a wall for 20 minutes. Some co-workers of mine years ago would probably kill time by doing precisely that. Trying to make progress even though you were incapped. Oh, dear Sinister, I'm scared to even know. Heard that neck crack? Oh, dear. Heard that neck crack? Oh, dear. Apologies if it's off-putting, but I feel much better. Almost cracked again, just from... That's not quite going to do it. Maybe in a little bit. In a little bit. A little bit. Oh, Sinister, I'm scared to even know. Next couple of levels of that game were actually fun. Avoid using the Discord because Houston would ban you in the first 5 minutes. Use it to steal memes like the anime girl playing games with the werewolf priest image. What? Supermarket one was weird. Well, I don't know jack about Roblox, so also hello. Sinister, did it show up? I did not see the punchline. Maybe YouTube decided to spare us whatever emotional scarring you were going to inflict upon us. Don't think Sinister could tell the punchline because of YouTube. My thoughts exactly. YouTube's picky about the way things are worded. Ah, here we go. I'm scared, Sinister. I'm scared. Oh. Sitting here waiting on the punchline. I want to fidget with the lighter some more, but the AC's on. Go to your community page. Okay. I'm scared too. I don't know if I can read it out loud on stream. We'll see. Jeez, Sinister. Woo! Oh, woo! Man, I am starting to get hungry. I'll stream for a little while longer yet, then go get that late night snack. Saw a post, Sinister. Whew. Oh, boy. I'm almost getting distractingly hungry right now. Stop thinking about food. Yeah, I can see why that punchline would have been moderated by YouTube again. If anything's worded even a little bit questionably, they're not gonna. Does anybody remember that wild time where you could say literally anything in the YouTube comments, and I mean anything? It was a wild time. AC just shut off. Okay, one more time for the jet lighter. Oh, yes. Whew. Scroll back through chat and make sure I didn't miss anything. Going to bed. Had a long night. All right, Fist, rest well. Thank you for being here. Have an excellent 4th of July and an excellent weekend in general. We'll be back doing more Skyrim and other games soonish. I need to think about making myself a late night snack soonish. I am hungry. Gee whiz. Sinister, does this rack smell like chloroform to you? Ooh. Sinister, run! Need another running emoji, Sinister. Activates Ultra Instinct. Oh, ooh. Dusty's still under the bed. Haven't heard any fireworks go off for a while now. She's been under there for the better part of 2, maybe 2.5 hours. Poor cat was scared by the fireworks. I wish I could have gotten on video the weird antics she was up to the other night. Again, I was half asleep in the other recliner in the living room. I'm woken up by the sound of Dusty's feet galloping across the floor. I woke up enough to see Dusty go leaping through the air with her tail kind of spinning behind her. She latched on midair, like 3 feet off the floor, onto the end of the wall that divides the living room from the kitchen. And she just hung there for a second and gave me the full pupil, unhinged stare of pure terror before she jumped back down to the floor and kept running. Wild, wild case of the zoomies. Sinister here trying to be Goku. Why do some women like older men? Oh dear. Because they like gullible sugar daddies? I don't know. They know how to stay up. Oh, Sinister. As for the current Skyrim playthrough, I think we're nearly out of things to do. We just finished the Potema quest. I don't think there's much else left to do on Solstheim. I don't know that I like the Thieves Guild enough to properly finish the Thieves Guild story. So maybe we'll do a bit more aimless wandering. Maybe we'll, to an extent, spam leveling up to reach some of the more obscure quests where you need to be a certain level. Like, there's one where you need, like, level 90 alteration. I don't know that I have the patience for that to happen naturally in the game when I already literally don't mess around with alteration that much, except for telekinesis. So maybe we'll spam alteration somehow to get it to a certain level, and we can do that one quest I don't think I've ever done before. Every other playthrough I haven't had the patience to get my alteration up to 90. What animal has the largest chest? Oh dear. Follower suggestion for the next playthrough, Croc. He talks with Lucian. Ooh, that does sound interesting. Okay. I remember you suggesting him before. Have Croc right now. Ah. Yeah, I've heard a few of you say good things about Croc. I'll have to check him out. A zebra. Ah. Oh. I was going to say there's literally a species of bird called the booby. Hee hee hee. Ugh. So, soon-ish, I need to make that community post where everyone makes their suggestions for mods in the comments, and that will more or less be my mod list. I wonder, are there good enough graphics mods available on the Xbox? Probably not. To make the game look fundamentally, noticeably different and better. Probably not on the Xbox. Or if it's a legit graphics mod, it probably takes up most of my storage space. Available storage space, I should say. Put down that one answer, but YouTube wouldn't let me see it. The bird. Thinking the same thing. Whew. See, I want graphics mods for the landscape, possibly the sky, maybe even all the characters around me. I would like very much for the game to look noticeably different next playthrough. Probably limited at what I can do on the Xbox, but we'll see what we can do. What potentially little we can do. Maybe potentially a lot we can do. What do you call an Italian lady of the night? Oh no. I'm scared to know, Sinister. I'm scared to know the punchlines to all of your jokes at this point. Finally, Carjo has been found. Yes, get this one's moon amulet back for him. May you always walk on warm sand. Carjo is my absolute favorite vanilla follower. As far as I know, he can effectively use any kind of weapon. And he just looks cool and he sounds cool when he talks too. A prostitute. Bad, Sinister, bad. Carjo's a cool dude. My first vanilla playthrough on the Xbox 360 years ago. After watching Scatsberry's videos, I was so excited to finally find Carjo. It was like meeting a celebrity. I was like, Carjo, I'm such a big fan. Where was he? Could be anywhere in between Dawnstar and Riften, where where his Khajiit caravan travels, anywhere in between those two locations. Could bump into them on the road somewhere between the two. Usually when I find him, he's at one of the two cities. That first time I ever got to meet Carjo in my vanilla playthrough years ago, he was with the Khajiit caravan. They were camped out by Dawnstar. Oh dear. I'm scared to know, Sinister. Something about a Dalmatian plantation, I'm sure. That hippos. Oh, don't bring innocent Disney dogs into this. Is it just me? Or did those movies give a lot of people false impressions about Dalmatians? Oh, they're so friendly and cute and sweet. I have yet to meet Dalmatians that were friendly. Every Dalmatian I ever met was always angry and snarling and wanted to rip your face off. Found him at Dawnstar, okay. Same place where I got to meet Carjo for the first time. On the Xbox 360 many years ago. I still have that 360, it still works. It just refuses to die, refuses to give me the dreaded red ring of death. Wow. Simba and Nala are fine. Half brother and half sister, anyway. That's just a messed up theory. How do bakers hit on their crush? Oh no. Do we even want to know? I'm scared to know. I'm scared, Sinister. No helping Simba and Nala in that respect, unfortunately. Ew. Still waiting on Sinister's punchline. Waiting on it and terrified of it at the same time. Like that in the wild, though, right? The alpha lion has all the female lions to himself. Gonna start Arcane. Tried to watch it a few months ago. It didn't hook you. I don't watch much of anything anymore. The news is depressing and nothing is ever going to top Mythbusters for me. Just saw Lydia without her armor on. At your house! Oh, what's she up to? Oh. 1 second. Again. YouTube no likey your punchline. Gosh, I am getting hungry. I need to stop talking about how hungry I am. But I am really, really hungry. Punchline lost to the void. Try again and give it a chance. Fair enough. It's up. Okay. Going to Sinister's channel once again to be mentally and emotionally scarred. Are you a pie because I would like a piece of you? Hey! With your adopted children at the house. Oh dear. It's not even a risky punchline. I know, that's... Maybe YouTube considered it threatening or something rather than vulgar. Everyone highly recommends it, including your coworkers. One of your coworkers. Waves hand, you are not hungry. You want to think of things besides food. Oh. Even you were surprised. Yeah. Only thing I can think of is maybe YouTube thought it sounded threatening or something. Not a good one, though, Sinister. I'm going to say it wasn't emotionally and psychologically scarring like some of the other ones you've told. Whew. Ooh. Kicking myself for not being able to think of any jokes that I know. Right off the top of my head. Did I already tell the one about the man walking by the front lawn of an insane asylum? Let me know, chat. Still prefer your vampire joke. Oh. Been going for not quite 3 hours. Skyrim crashed. Oh. An occasional occurrence for me on the Xbox as well. If you're not modding Skyrim until it crashes, are you really playing Skyrim? posts on your channel are just M-rated jokes at this point, Sinister. Well, while I'm thinking about it, I'll tell the one about the man walking by the front lawn of the insane asylum. Excuse me, psychiatric hospital. Can't call it an insane asylum anymore. Why couldn't the lizard get a girlfriend? Oh no. So, this man is walking past the front lawn of a psychiatric hospital. All around the front lawn is a high wooden fence that he can't see over. On the other side of the wooden fence, he can hear a bunch of frantic, excited voices chanting, 21! 21! 21! 21! And he's confused. He thinks, what in the world is going on? So, ahead of him, he sees a board in the fence with a knothole that it looks like he might be able to see through. He hears all the voices chanting, 21! 21! 21! He runs up to the board with the knothole and looks through the knothole. And right as he does, a man's finger comes through the knothole from the other side and pokes him right in the eye. And all the voices on the other side of the fence start chanting, 22! 22! 22! He had a reptile dysfunction. Ooh. Oh. Oh, boy. Haven't been going for quite 3 hours. Hope everyone enjoys these chatting streams. Heard that joke before. Still funny. Okay. Need to adjust the way I'm sitting a little bit. Oh, it might be about time for me to get out of this gaming chair, too. Whew. Well, difference between ooh and ah. Oh no. I don't know, but I can kind of guess where this is going. Thanks you again. What? Oh, that's not the punchline. Duh. Another long, awkward pause while I wait for a punchline that I'm scared to learn. Ugh. Sinister, did we have another punchline banished to the Shadow Realm? That's not the punchline? That's not the punchline? Oh, that is the punchline. That is the punchline. I feel like something just went right over my head and I'm the idiot in the room. Again. Only one seeing the punchline? I'm not seeing a punchline. Going to Sinister's posts again. Uh-oh. I'm not seeing no punchline. I'm not seeing no punchline. Boy, what growing up in the South has done to me. Punchline is about 3 inches. Gosh. Every other punchline by Sinister, every other joke by Sinister, the punchline gets banished to the Shadow Realm. Oh. Whew. That one made you uncomfortable. Yep, there you go. Oh. Boy, oh boy. Been going for nearly 3 hours. YouTube really doesn't like you. Oh, you're on some kind of watch list for them by now. No doubt about it. You're on the YouTube radar. Ooh. I don't know enough nasty jokes. I don't think I'm cool enough to be put on the no-no list for YouTube. Apparently. Ooh. Well, PS5 time. Enjoy. It's about late night snack time for me, too. So, I might wrap it up here soonish. Hope everyone enjoys these just chatting threads. Again, I don't know how often I'll do these. It's been, about a week since the last one? Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out. Oh, dear. I'm scared to know. It's after midnight and people are still lighting fireworks. Poor Dusty. Ha ha ha. Sinister. Jeez, Sinister. Time out. These just chatting streams are fun. Glad to hear. So, I don't know that we'll do these on a weekly basis. I'll try to keep the focus on the streams on gameplay, but the last one was fun, so I figured we'd do another one tonight. Keep it simple tonight since I got off to a later start than normal. Saw that one coming from Mars. Yeah. Well, on that triumphant note, and before Sinister tells another joke, I might just wrap it up here. And go get something to eat before I go crazy. Naughty jail for Sinister. But everyone, have a wonderful 4th of July, but have a safe 4th of July, for goodness sake. Be careful in this summer heat. Hydrate like crazy. Stay in the shade or wear sunscreen. Mosquito repellent. Sinister needs to turn the crude humor jokes to a minimum. Swear your GE profile washer was engineered by Ford. Ooh, that doesn't sound like a compliment. Good night, guys. Good luck in naughty jail, Sinister. Jeez. Anyway, the animation for Arcane is insane. Arcane is insane. You have work today. Oh, no 4th of July freedom for you. I'm sorry. Good night and happy Independence Day to you as well. Everyone stay safe out there. Look out for idiots with fireworks. No 4th of July celebrations for you. I'm sorry. We'll save a cheeseburger and a hot dog for you. Welcome to Earth. Hope to see everyone soon. Yes, hope to see everyone. Independence Day. Oh. Yes, everybody have a wonderful 4th of July. Stay safe out there in all seriousness. And hope to see you all back here again for some more gameplay very, very soon. Till then, Take care. Thank you for tuning in tonight and just keeping chat interesting. Sinister, we will all go to sleep tonight scared. That's what you call a close encounter. I try to. Do stay safe out there and be sure to make a noticeably displeased face in your incompetent, useless co-worker's general direction on my behalf. Lint trap is a long screen plus foam filter. The lint gets built up and you have to use a giant pipe cleaner and a 1-inch gap to get it off. Yes, that sounds like a terrible design. Everyone have an excellent night, an excellent 4th of July, and an excellent weekend. Hope to see you all back here again very, very soon. I will now have to duck out of sight to put my stream ending screensaver up. I need to streamline this setting a little more. Streamline this setup. I cannot speak tonight. Couldn't speak at the beginning of the stream. I still can't speak at the end. Some things never change. Good night, everybody.